So today we're going to be writing an equation for a line, but we're not going to be given the slope or the y-intercept. Instead, we're going to be given 2 points that are on the line. Here's my example. Write an equation for the line that goes through the points -4, 1 and 2, 4. So again, we don't know the slope or the y-intercept. So we know the equation is going to be y equals something x plus something. But we don't know the number that goes here because we don't know the slope, and we don't know the number that goes here because we don't know the y-intercept. Now, let me show you how you could solve this using a graph. Okay? So what you could do on your graph is plot these 2 points. So -4, 1 goes right here. 2, 4 goes here. And then we could just draw a line through it. And now, after we've done that, you could kind of see what the pattern of the points would be if you fill them in, and you can easily find the y-intercept, which is 3, so that goes here. And based on the pattern of the points, I can see it's up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2, so my slope is 1/2. And that would be the equation for the line that goes through those 2 points. Now, there's a faster way to do this though, because making a graph for every single one of these kinds of problems would take a long time, and it'd be especially hard if you had examples that didn't go through whole numbers on the y-axis. So we can solve the same problem using algebra. So let's do that. Here's my problem again. Again, we know that the equation is going to be y equals something x plus something. So we'll start by finding that slope, all right? We know how to find the slope between 2 points. So let's start by labeling what we have. We know that in a coordinate, the first number is your x coordinate and the second number is your y coordinate. But we have 2 different points. So we're going to label this one x1 and y1. And we'll label this one x2 and y2, just so we know the difference between the x's and the y's. But just remember, this number's your x, this number's your y, this number's your x, this number's your y. All right? But now let's find the slope. We know slope is equal to rise over run. And to find the rise, we subtract the y's. And to find the run, we subtract the x's. So let's use our y's and x's here. y2 is 4. y1 is 1. So on top we go 4 minus 1. x2 is 2. x1 is -4, so on the bottom we do 2 minus -4. And when we subtract those numbers, we end up getting 3/6, which of course reduces to 1/2. So we just found the slope. The slope's 1/2. So that means in our equation, the number next to x is going to be 1/2. All right, we're halfway done. Now we just need to find the y-intercept. And we know how to find the y-intercept because we've done this before. We're going to use y equals mx plus b. And we know the slope, so we could put 1/2 in for m. And we have values for x and y. In fact, we actually have 2 different choices for x and y. So you actually get to choose which x and y pair you would like to put into the equation. And I'm going to choose these 2, 2 and 4, because they're both positive numbers, so they'll be easier to work with. But you could use the first pair. It would be fine, and you'd still get the same answer. But when I substitute the 2 in for x, the 4 in for y, and the 1/2 in for the slope, I get this equation. And all I need to do is solve for b, and I'll know what the y-intercept is, because b stands for the y-intercept. All right, let's simplify this. 1/2 times 2 is just 1. So this is the equation I need to solve. I'm going to subtract 1 on both sides of the equal sign, and I end up getting b equals 3. And that's the y-intercept. The y-intercept's 3. So that's going to go right here. And that is my equation of the line that goes through those 2 points.